Everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the last video of the day, so tune in and listen up. Well, this is about the BBC, but before I go there, as usual, thank you very much for coming to see me again. Thank you for the support for the channel. Carry on doing what you're doing. Hope you're well. Let me know in the comments below, and let's talk about the BBC. Well, the main thing is they have had a gigantic, great big slump in the number of people that are willing to pay the tax. The BBC TV licence, of course, I referred to, and there's been quite a sharp increase of it over the last couple of years. It's about 172 quid now for the year, isn't it? And all the buggering about. Well, 500,000 people, that's 500,000, have opted to say, no, stick it, we're not doing it anymore, go away. That's a hell of a chunk of change has dropped out of the BBC coffers. Now, if you ask the BBC for why they think that is, what's the official explanation as to why they've lost all these people? Oh, it's increased competition. Yes, okay, so you've got subscription services, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus, and all the other bits and pieces which people are going off to watch. Now, why are they doing that? I tend to think it's the quality of some of the programming. You know, you look at long-running programmes that have been there for 30 to 40 years who are barely scraping in 1 million viewers when back in the day it was more like 20 million. That's something to do with it. You look at stumbling from one controversy to another with disgusting events around certain individuals which seem to be not dealt with in the best sense. And speaking personally, and I'm sure I speak for an awful lot of people out there, we're probably sitting here and thinking, why, oh why is this continuing to be funded by way of something a lot of people are under the false belief they have to pay? It's simply not fair. Well, this has been noticed in, you know, positions of government, positions of power, and they're looking in the autumn at carrying out a review. I'm sure one has been done before, correct me if I'm wrong, as to the funding model of the BBC. One of the old favourites they're looking at is a subscription-based service. Now, there's a couple of comments at the end of the article. In January last year, John Whittingdale, the Culture Minister, said it's not possible to offer subscription services through terrestrial transmission to a TV aerial, as there's no facility to opt out not to receive them. Yeah, there is. Turn the bloody thing off. That's an opt-out. There's still nearly 8 million adults in the UK who only have access to free-to-air TV. No government could contemplate removing free-to-air TV until usage is close enough to zero. The news of the review comes amid a period of turmoil for the BBC after one of its presenters was accused of, we know what they were accused of. The BBC has since been accused of improperly handling that complaint, which is another reason why we're fed up with them. Now, this comment about 8 million people who only have access to free-to-air TV, that creates a misconception that you need a TV licence to watch the TV in the first place, which quite simply isn't true. This is just an excuse to keep it going. So we'll have to watch what happens, we'll have to see what happens, and I'll obviously bring you any more news as and when it pops up. That's me done for the day. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you very much again for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow with more content. Toodaloo.